Oh, hey, what's going on with you? Peace. How you guys doing? You already should know, if you don't know by now, you're back with your boy Wrenchturna for another bomb-ass car review. Alright? So, today you see I have the beautiful 2016 Ford 5.0 GT premium package. So, this doesn't have the rinky-dink speakers. This doesn't have the rinky-dink cloth seats. This is the full package, champ. You know what I mean? This is what you want right here. It's got leather, stick, manual this? Yeah, this is that one right here. So, I need for you to stay tuned. I need for you to tune in to what's about to go down right here. This is about to be epic. Let's get it, baby.
Tonight I'm feeling heavy,
Feeling real heavy.
like down low. It's C-Pop,
baby.
it's time to do.
What we gon' do?
Tonight we gon' ride.
Hey.
Tonight we gon' ride.
With this 2016 Ford GT 5.0 premium package, of course you get premium wheels. 255, 40, 19. Wide path of traction, meaty tire, but not a rubber band, and it's not a truck tire. So you got enough meat so that when you go to pull off, you got something to hook with. All right? And plus you need meat to go with this big mammoth motor that's sitting up under the hood. So if you was wondering, you got enough traction and you got enough tire to handle everything that comes with this vehicle. Getting into this car, right? Most of you guys already know I'm 6'3", so I can't really fit into every car, all right? But getting into this car, I have plenty of room, and my seat is not all the way back. It is now, but that's about 2 inches, because now I'm comfortable, all right? So if you're 6'5", 6'6", you can fit in this car too, and have plenty of room. And I mentioned that this car is manual, so you already know what that's about, all right? So when it comes down to your controls and everything, you got analog controls on both sides. You got digital. You got a digital part of the dash in the middle. You know, other cars have been like that. So this car right here is nothing different. You got digital control in the middle, and you got controls on your dash, which show you everything that you need to see on the dash. And your inside, like me personally, I don't like the radio. The radio is like 1990s blow pump radio, you know, for those of you that remember that, John. And the inside is, I mean, the only thing about it I don't like is the radio. The rest of the inside I like. Of course, it doesn't have a sunroof, but who's crying about a sunroof? You got chrome in here. Of course, you got your sink. That's something that you guys have gotten used to before. All of your controls up here, normal, front, back, disc controls, all that good stuff. You get to see everything that you've come to know when it came down to a Ford Mustang, regardless if you had a 4.6 or you had a 5.0. Most of the time, the car was the same until it got down to a premium package and you got down to a GT or a top-of-the-line model. So they've modernized the car. You know, I like the chrome accents that it has in it. I like the I don't know what you want to call this. It's not carbon fiber, but it's a different type of paneling. I just don't know what it is, because it doesn't look like carbon fiber, but it doesn't feel like plastic either. It feels a little harder than plastic, so who knows. But Ford did a good job on the inside of the vehicle. As you already know, there is no sitting in the back seat. No, all you're doing is putting luggage or bags or something back there, you're not putting anything in the back seat. It feels comfy. The seats hug you. Like, you got lumbar back here. Everything about the seat, when you are in the seat, you don't feel like you're going anywhere. You feel like you're sitting sturdy in here. So, for the most part, if you've owned a Mustang before, you probably would dig this. And me personally, jumping out of a 05 and jumping into a 16, I see the subtle changes that they've made in the last 11 years. So, kudos to Ford, man. I really like what you're doing with this one. And I already know the 2020s is going to be dope too. I know when you guys are looking at this car, I know you see that Carfax Advantage dealer. That means that Durham Auto Mart goes by Carfax. So when you go to Durham Auto Mart, you can ask them, show me the Carfax. Speaking of Durham's Auto Mart, you already know that this pretty 2016 Ford GT is being brought to you by Durham Auto Mart. Check them out, see what they got. Pull up on the lot, ask for Toby. He'll probably show you something nice. Oh, it's comfy over here too. This seat feels like that seat. And everybody that owns cars know. We don't know why they make the passenger seat feel different than the driver's seat, but this seat feels like that seat, which is a good thing. I don't know who did the stereo package on this thing, but it sounds good. That's one of the things I said that I wanted to speak on, even though I don't like the deck at all. I don't like the deck at all. That would be the first thing I snatched out of this car. But feels good over here. I don't know what this is for. Oh, that's nice. So you have your normal mirror up here, and you got your lights. They look 90s too. But you got a spot up here for you to put like paperwork, like as far as like registration or other paperwork that you want to put. They put a little clip up here. This is really dope too. So yeah, on this side it feels good. Oh, and they got electric over here. It's not analog, manual. That's what's up. Wow, they surprised me with that. Good job, Ford. Now that we're at the back of the vehicle, you know, some people might have looked at this car and thought it was a fastback. You guys that's in the auto industry already know what the fastback come from, so I don't have to school you and give you teachings on where the fastback came from. It's an old car, 60s, 70s, it was big, yeah. So, but this car looks like it, because looking at it, you would think that when you open this, it would open all of this. Like this, that's not the case. Your backup camera sits right here, and there is nothing to press right here to open it. You got to reach down here, wherever it is, But when you come over here, you guys remember when I did the Camaro review? Both of them. The trunks was not spacious at all. With this one, you got plenty of space. You got a sports car that even has a real spare. Now, it's not a full spare, but it's not leaving you sitting on donuts though. So, you know, you could probably put a speaker box back here. Of course, you can get your golf clubs back here. You can get groceries back here. You can get a whole lot of stuff back here. It just doesn't have a huge opening. So, but for the most part, it's great. When I first seen the car, I thought that they was going to have it like they did the Explorers, where you could put your foot under it and open the trunk. But nah, this isn't that. You don't even have a button to push to put your trunk down. So, you know, it's a manual car. Everything else that you're going to do on it is manual. Driving this car really puts me in another mode, like, you know, and I'm not trying to piss off any of you Ford owners, but driving this car reminds me so much of driving a VR6. And for all you other Volkswagen lovers and enthusiasts out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, just the way that this car grabs, the way that it's aggressive, the way that it sounds, it reminds me so much of a VR6. But we all know that it's not. But I'm glad that you guys have tuned in, and I hope that you really dig what I got going on. Now that we are at the end of this video, I hope that you know that your life is in your hands. It's not in nobody else's hands. So that means that you are in control. If you're letting somebody else have control of your life, then you're not even living. You're just existing. Feel me? So regardless if you're dealing with cars, you're dealing with bikes, you're dealing with boats, you're dealing with anything, have the most positive outlook. Because if you don't, you'll be looking at people to do you wrong and to do bad business to you. When you got a perfect outlook, well, I ain't even gonna say a perfect outlook. When you have a positive outlook and you have a non-biased scope, you tend to look at people like they're not trying to do anything to you. You got so many people that's doing things in so many different areas that just look at people like they are going to do something wrong to them. And you shouldn't live with it. So remember, keep your head up, keep your chin up, positivity first. This is a lifestyle. You can't say it without living it. Alright? So until the next time, get on your devices. Stop at bossandbridges.com and grab some merch. Stop by Stay Fly. Remember, keep your chin up, keep your head up. Can't nothing stop positivity. Nothing. So until the next time, I hope you're good, I hope your life is good, and I hope you keep your mind in the place that it's supposed to be. Until the next time, people. Talk to you real soon.